Hello people of YouTube and the interwebs. I am here, BXBXR. I'm going to show you 3 different ways for Java memory allocation of RAM. Oh my god, big words. Alright, first of all, enough of Facebook. Go fun. First thing you're going to want to do, Java 7. You're going to want to probably get Java 7. For some reason, Windows 7, when you get it, it kinda just meh, comes with the 32-bit of Java. Now, I recommend Java 7. JDK is the Java Development Kit. GRE is the Java Runtime Environment. I use the JDK. Java 7 now comes with Java FX. I use a 64-bit computer, so I would download the 64-bit. RPM tar, those are Linux. This is the 32-bit. This is the 64-bit. Kami see, kami so. Windows online, offline. And Windows 64-bit. Doesn't come with an offline version. Sad panda. But yeah, you would accept license agreement. Here's a rundown of the differences. Java SE Runtime Environment 7 downloads. Do you want to run Java programs, or do you want to develop Java programs? If you want to run Java programs but not design them, download the Java Runtime Environment, or JRE. If you want to develop applications for Java, download the Java Development Kit, or JDK. The JDK includes the JRE. So that means if you download JRE first, but then you later decide that you want to install JDK, you will overwrite the existing JRE most of the time. Here's the problem. You always want to uninstall it through Control Panel before you do so that way it doesn't cause a chance of creating a memory dump error or a registry error, because we all know how bad those things can slow down our computers. Go through everything in the proper order. Alright, so JDK is for developing, JRE is for running. Now the way that you check which version you have is on Windows, go to Start, go to Control Panel, and you go to Programs. You can either go to the Java there, or you can go to Uninstall a Program, which will show you what version and what patch update for. Alright, so the first way to allocate memory. You can click on Programs and then go to Java from there. Or when you're at Control Panel, you go to Search Control Panel and you type in Java. Click on Java. Opens the General tab. You would want to go to the Java tab. Java Runtime Environment Settings. View. You will double click on Runtime Parameters. Now, there are 2 different codes you can enter in. You can do X IN CGC space dash XMX, and then you're going to enter in either the amount of megabytes or the amount of gigabytes. Now, you can either do 1 gig, 1G, or you can do 1024 M. For some computers, you're gonna either have to capitalize the M or the G, comma C, comma so. It's very much depends on your computer, what version, and what version of Java you have. Alright, the next code you can enter in, if you only want it to affect jar files, is -x ms. And then you would enter 1G or 1024 M, and then space -xmx 1024 M. You can do that, and then you do -jar. Now, here is what you need to know. There are different codes for Java. Now, let's open up a notepad. We're going to do the font, and we're going to go to about 32. There is -x ms -xmx -xmn -xm, no, not xm, xss, and -xincgc. Now you're probably wondering, what do these codes mean when you enter them in to Java console when doing anything that deals with memory? XMS is pretty much the minimum amount of memory, the initial heap size. XMX is the maximum. Your maximum is never higher than your max amount of RAM. How you check your RAM is you go to Start, right click on Computer, and go to Properties. I have 8 gigs right here. It's so pretty. Now, there's also XMN. You never use this code, but what does it mean? Size of young generation heap. It is the memory that is only short term. Doesn't last that long. It's there for maybe a couple of cycles or a couple of seconds. It's not going to stay there. XSS. What is this? This is stack size. Stack size is the class or string size. If your XSS is too small, you're going to get a class exception error. Not enough room. XINCGC. It enables the incremental garbage collector. It is usually off. What it does is it stops the computer from pausing and thinking and just continuously think through the Java, and throws away all of what is not needed anymore away. Here's the thing. When you activate it, your garbage collector goes down, is reduced by 10% of performance. It's not always the best idea, but it really depends on your computer and your preference. That's all I'm going to say. Now, we're going to go into another way. Go to Start, right click on Computer, and go to Properties. you're gonna, over here, underneath the control panel home, you're gonna see Advanced System Settings. Left click on that. It will usually start you on computer name, hardware, system protection, remote, probably somewhere that you were last at for some reason. Now there's performance, user profiles, startup and recovery, and then there's environmental variables. Well, environment variables. We're going to go there. Now you see, I already have a variable and a value. This does not work on all computers. I tried using this way because it is my preferred way on my roommate's laptop. He is using open source Vista. This is open source. He has open source coded Vista, which means he can do whatever he wants to it. I could not use the control panel version or the Java options environmental variables. I do not know why, but it just did not work. It gave an error, could not create Java virtual machine. It is very important. Underscore Java. Java has to be all caps. Underscore options. Options has to be all caps. The variable value. Your max, your least. And some tutorials, they had, like, when I saw some people doing it, they put the max last after the least. On Windows 7 with JDK 7 Java, I haven't had any problems with doing this, how it is, but I don't know how everyone else's computers handle it. But I'm allocating 1 gig, even though I have 8 gigabytes of RAM. It doesn't really seem like my computer really needs more than 1 gig. But you can do megabytes or gigs. It's really up to you. And there's a third way of allocating memory. It is called a batch file. I have 2 examples of batch files. Both of them work. You got it. Program files Java JRE7 bin javaw.exe. This one is using 2 gigs as 2G. This is for my Minecraft server. It is the location of your Java W for your JRE environment. Now this, if you have Java 6, will be Java 6. But since I'm using Java 7, it's going to be Java 7. XMX 2G, XMS 2G dash jar. It only affects this jar. It affects the jar file for this. And Minecraft underscore server.exe. Minecraft server. That's the file name, exact. And run batch. Runs perfectly fine. See? It pulls up a command prompt and everything. Now, other way is obviously Minecraft batch. I am using M instead of G. This is 1 gig. See? 1 gig. When I log in, single player, new world, Woo! Press F3. 981. Because even though it's supposed to be 1.24 megabytes, it's running other Java applications in the background. It's not going to allocate all that memory to your world or your Minecraft. It's going to take some away. But this is going to be the description. See, XMS initial heap size, the base amount of memory used. XMX, maximum heap size, the max amount of memory used. XMN, size of young generation, items that have a short lifespan in memory. XSS, the size of a stack. If the stack space is too small, you will see an exception class Java language stack overflow error. I said class earlier, but either way, it's a no me gusta. The X enables the incremental garbage collector, kills occasional pauses when a program is executed or running, but will make the garbage collector lose 10% of its performance. Simple megabyte to gigabyte conversion. 256 megabytes equals 0.25 gigabytes, which is a fourth of a gig, half of a gig, 3/4 of a gig, 1 gig, 1.5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Here is a link for Optifine, which is another good way of making your computer run a lot smoother with Minecraft. Here is the Optifine Chart, listing of what it gives, the light, performance improvements, standard improvements, HD, textures, fonts, better grass and snow, connected textures, random mobs, extended configuration. Smooth removes lag spikes. Multicore removes lag spikes and multicore CPU support. AA, which is I cannot pronounce that word whatsoever. Anti-aliasing and anisotropic filtering. I think it's anti-aliasing, and yeah, it just does that. I mean, my computer, I just go to AMD, load that up, go to gaming, Applicate, no, AMD Crossfire, no, application settings, yes, and where is anti-aliasing? Yeah, I have it on quality. But yeah, that's Java in a nutshell. I have codes right here. Number is the amount, and then it's either M for megabyte or G for gigabyte. And that is all you need to know. Have a good one. Hope this helps.